Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ifia Artistry. If this is your first time seeing my video, you are highly welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming here. Okay guys, so in today's video I'm going to be showing you like how I achieved this beautiful glam. I know you guys have really been on my neck. Oh, Ifia, you're not going to post how you achieve this glam when I dropped it on Instagram and all that. Do not worry, I got you. Okay guys, so first of all I'm going to start by cleaning her face. You guys know that cleanliness is one thing that I don't joke with, so you have to clean the face thoroughly to remove any hidden dirt from the skin. Please clean, it's very important. Clean the face thoroughly. So after cleaning the face, I'm going to start toning the face. I'm going to be using the cotton wool as you see me using it now to tone. So toning the face equally helps to remove hidden dirt basically from the skin, remove any hidden bacteria, anything that can cause harm to your makeup. And after doing that, I'm going to use my fan and dry it into the skin. Okay, so guys, after doing that, I'm going to be using this nail moisturizer, and I'm going to be using it to moisturize and like hydrate her skin. So when I put it on the face, I'm going to go ahead and blend it into the skin. Please like blend, and make sure you blend it in and push it into the skin. Okay guys, so I have to blend it in to make sure like everything is well blended into the skin, because one thing you want, if you start putting on your moisturizer, if you want it to work very well, just make sure that you leave it there on the skin for a while. Then make sure you blend it into the skin very well, because you don't want your moisturizer to be there and mix with your foundation. It's not going to look good. So make sure your moisturizer blends into the skin very well. So after that, I'm going to be going into the Jaydriz moisturizer. So I'm going to be placing that on the face as well to give me more hydration. And I'm going to make sure like I place it under the eyes and leave it there for a while. That is going to help me gather or get more hydration. So you really need more hydration on the face for you to like achieve the look that you want. For your makeup to actually last longer, you need enough hydration on the face. Okay guys, so I'm going to use my hand and massage this product on her face and blend it very well to make sure everything is well seated. After that, I'll be going in with this Hydro Grip primer. I'll be using it to prime the face as a hydrating primer, that I'll be using for the makeup. Okay guys, so you're going to put that on the face and blend it all over the face except the under eyes, because of course you remember that hydration, anything that is a primer does not go under the eyes. So when I place it there, I'm going to go ahead and use my hand and blend it into the skin, blend it properly. Any product you place on the face, make sure it is well blended into the skin. You don't want to miss that. Okay, after that, I'm going to go in with the Becharm primer, the Becharm Pore Perfecting Primer. That is actually the name. So it actually blurs any what is it called, the pores on the face, and equally helps to massify the skin. So I'm going to be placing that on her T-zones to control the oil that is going to be coming out. And again, of course, I don't like very oily skin and all that. Mattifying skin. Okay, after that, I'm going to be using this Tilbury spray to lock in the hydration. So like I've get enough hydration from a lot of products, so I'm going to just want to lock it in with those products. After that, I'm going to be going into the foundation. Guys, I'm going to be mixing the foundations, Huda Beauty and NARS, the two foundations. I mix both of them together because like I want this look to be a very detailed one. So I'm going to be mixing those two foundations together. The what is it called, the Huda Beauty is in shade Cinnamon, and the NARS, guys, I can't remember the shade in NARS. So I'm going to be blending that into the skin with my beauty blender. The Alabama Beauty Blender is a very good soft beauty sponge. If you are looking for a good beauty blender, guys, like I'm really recommend that brand, Alabama. Okay guys, so after that, I'm going to be going into the concealer. I'm going to be using the Younger Beauty concealer in the shade 1. and I'm going to be using that in the inner corners of the face. You guys already know how I apply my concealer, so I'm going to be placing that in the inner corners. And then I'm going to be the what is it called, the aucoin is going to be going in the outer part. So I'm going to be placing that in the outer part of the face, and then I'm going to, you know, like just placement exactly and nothing really serious, guys. And one thing you're going to understand with placing of this aucoin, like you said, like little goes a long way. I don't know why, but I say this all the time, little goes a long way. So I just like bring out the product and I spread it everywhere, like one scoop, and I spread it. That's the best thing for you to do, so that you don't go and, you know, like pack a lot of it on the face. Like it's thick and it has a lot of coverage and all that. Okay guys, so I'm going to go ahead and start blending that into the skin. So I'm just going to blend and blend so that everything will blend into the skin very well. So guys, because the Younger Beauty that I use, of course, you know, is not a very thick concealer, so I'm going to be leaving it on the face to actually dry up a little bit and give me more coverage. So the aucoin that I use, of course, you guys know, is a very thick product, so that's why the forehead is not going to really blend that well, you know, like it's not going to blend that well. Okay guys, so for the contour, I mix these two shades of foundation I showed you. That I'm using the Eyebrow Cosmetics foundation for my contour. I'm using the shade 20 and shade 30 together, so I'm going to be using that to contour her face and contour her forehead as well. So guys, that is it basically. And I'm just going to like contour that. I'm equally going to contour her cheekbone, like the other side of the cheeks, so you know where the contour comes from, like definitely from the upper part of her ears down towards her mouth. That is actually the line of the contour. And again, you do the same thing up on her forehead. Just contour around her forehead, actually, like round it, because she has a very round face, so her face is not sculpted in any form of what is it called, like I don't know how to explain it, like sculpting, like, you know, having this towards the temple kind of hair and all that. So it's just a rounded forehead, so you have to contour it in that way as well, the same way you see her hairline. See, like I think the hairline helps to like shape the how you do that contour, so her face is not, you know, tamed in that way. So after that, I actually contoured the nose as well, and then I went ahead with the blush. So I'm using the, of course I showed you guys, Becharmageless Cosmetics blush, lip stain, and the Milani. So I placed that on her face, on the highest point of her cheeks, and then I use my beauty sponge to blend it on her face. Okay guys, so that is it. I just have to like blend everything is in order. You can see like the face have come together and everything is looking nice. Okay guys, so remember the product I left under the eyes. I'm going to just go ahead and, you know, like blend it again, like now blend it because I've not blended it before. So I just have to go ahead and just, you know, like blend the concealer under the eyes now to get it ready for the next step, which is like setting the face and all that. But first of all, before I do that, I have to go ahead and blend every part of this process. Every part of the process I have to go ahead and blend it very well. Make sure that everything is well and it's blended. Okay guys, so that is it basically. I just have to, you know, like blend and make sure everything is nice. And after that, I go ahead with setting the face. I'm going to be using the Merak Cosmetic setting powder in the shade Ginger, and I'm going to be using my powder puff as well. So when I blend, I just use the powder puff and go ahead and pat the product onto the skin. Remember that this process, I do not blend it out, I do not smudge, I do not do anything. I pat this product on the skin. And remember, I don't just carry the product and equally go and I don't carry the product and you know, like go on the face direct. So I tap it off at the back of my palm like I showed you from the beginning, and that is how I do it. So when I get it, I tap it off and then, you know, use the remnant and go on the face, because what you want is just to set it. So it's just like the dust of this product is what you need to just set your concealer at a place and make it look nice. So I'm equally going to go ahead and set all the places that I highlighted. That is so important that you set your concealer everywhere it is. The forehead, the nose bridge, the jaw, under eyes, cupid bow, and every other place there is concealer. Just set it. After setting, I'm going to use my normal powder and set the rest of the face. So this step is equally very important because you know your makeup is not going to move when you have already set it. But before you set, just make sure everything is okay, everything is in order. You don't set your makeup when it's creasing, you don't set your makeup when it's not okay. Make sure you have checked very well and everything is okay, then you go ahead and begin to set. Okay guys, so I'm going to be setting my contour. I'm going to be using a contour shade and set the contour. And like, I don't just go ahead and set my contour with anything I see. I set it with a contour shade because it's important for me. That is how I do mine. I feel like I have to set it with the contour shade so that, you know, like that way everything is going to be okay. Equally the nose contour, I'm just going to go ahead and equally set it with a nose contour shade, the same shade that I used initially. So just use my brush and, you know, like run through it and make sure everything is okay. Okay guys, so after that I'm going to be using the OPV's blush palette. I'm going to be using that to, you know, like set her cheeks. And yeah guys, so just set her cheeks and set everything else, her forehead. And guys, after setting, the next thing I'm going to do is to outline her brows. So I'm going to be using the Hager and Esther brow gel and my angled brush from Merak Cosmetics. So yeah, I'm just going to be using that to outline the brows. And yeah, that is it. So just quietly make an outline. It's very important that you get a very neat and stable outline. But before I begin to do this, remember that if you have watched videos on how I carefully do my brows, you see how I take time to tame down the brows and set it, you know. Yeah. Okay guys, so moving on, I just outlined the brows and I'm going to start filling out with my pencil, my David's pencil. I just start making like light strokes, and you know, like that's how I just, you know, like go ahead and fill out the brows. It's important that you fill in or fill out anyone, just fill in the brows, and you know, with the light strokes. And it's very important that you do this process with a very precise brush, a very precise sharpened pencil, so that it's going to be neat. So after that, I'm going to go ahead and conceal the brows. I'm going to be using the Merak, again the Merak flat brush, and equally the concealer is from Nuban Beauty. Yeah, so the Nuban Beauty concealer, reason is because it's thick, and recently I just begin to like thick concealers in concealing brows. Why? I don't know, just because I just like it. I feel like it pops the brow bone. Like you can see, like the other side, this side that I've not concealed before. Yeah, so like it makes the brow bone pop more, and I love how it looks. So recently I just begin to use that, and I just love it. Honestly, I just love it, and I like the outcome, how it comes out and all that. So that is it. So I'm going to equally proceed with the second brows. Do the same thing for it, conceal, and then, you know, like blend out. So once you finish, because this particular one is thick, it's even hard for you to even blend immediately when I'm done. So you know not to leave this concealer on the face for any reason. So I just go ahead and blend it immediately without wasting time. So after that, I go ahead and blend and conceal the upper part of the brows. It's not really serious because is neat. So after that, after concealing the upper part, I go ahead and set the brows with my setting powder. Is with my powder, not really a setting powder, just powder. Anyway, powders and setting powders, they are the same thing, no difference. So I go ahead and set it with powder. But the reason why I said that is because I know somebody might come to my DM and ask me, so can I not set with this without a setting powder? So I use powder to set it. Okay guys, so when I'm done setting the brows, I want to do my eyeshadow. So before I start doing the eyeshadow, of course, I go ahead and bake the face. So I'm going to be baking with the same setting powder. That is setting powder from Merak Cosmetics, their powder in ginger. So I'm going to be setting the face with that, and then I'm going to be baking the face with that. So I place the setting powder and I go ahead and create the reverse contour on her cheeks. So when I reverse the contour, so that, you know, like you tell the contour, oh yeah, I want you to stop here, and you know, yeah. So that is it. When I'm done with that, I'm going to start working on her eyes. So I'm going to be using the eye primer, the eyeshadow primer, the benign clone white. So I didn't use just the benign clone white. As you can see, the eyeshadow primer is not even pure white, so I mixed benign clone white with my concealer. So I had like remaining concealer that I used on her brows remaining, so I mixed it. Like I don't used to mix it before. I just mixed it. I'm just like working. I'm like, you know what, let me just mix the two of them together. It's not as if I don't have any reason for mixing it. I just mixed and I begin to work. So I'm going to be using this eyeshadow from, what is it called, from Morphe, Charlse palette with Morphe. So I'm going to be using that to, you know, and the shade that I showed you guys that I picked, I'm going to be using it to create her transition. Okay guys, so this eyeshadow look, I didn't want this look to be any serious for any reason. I just wanted to create something simple and nice. Of course, something nice. I just wanted to create something nice. So I'm just going to create the transition. That is important for me because like she has this bolder eyes, and you know, her eyes are quite bold. So because of that, I needed the transition to actually pop, because according to me, that is the thing that is going to, you know, pop out whatever look I'm going to be creating. Yeah, because if the transition is not well placed, it's going to still be okay, but I just feel like because she has eyeballs, and so the transition is going to be really important for you to work on. Okay guys, so that is it. After that, I start creating the outer V. I'm placing a darker shade in her outer V, and that is it. So after that, I begin to place the main eyeshadow color on her eyelid, and that is it. Like I said, I didn't want something shouty or serious. I just wanted to place or work with a nice eyeshadow colors, and everything is okay. Nothing serious. I didn't plan on creating any magical serious eyeshadow look today. Yeah, of course I used to do it in all of my videos, but today I just wanted something simple. Okay guys, so I just placed everything and I begin to smudge the under eyes with my eyeshadow, the same shade I used in creating the outer V. So I'm just smudging out the under eyes. So I'm just using my brush to smudge that, you know, like carefully doing it and all that. Okay guys, so after this particular process, I have to go ahead and dust out. This is actually the reason why I had this setting powder on the under eyes, to catch this fallout for me, like, and it actually did cut. Yeah, because the matte eyeshadow, some of them will be dropping when you are blending and all that, so you go ahead and catch it. So guys, after that, I go ahead and line the eyes. So lining these eyes, because she has, like I said, the bolder eyes, is going to really be okay, because it's going to help, you know, like if I say reduce, will I be wrong? I don't know. So like it will help with making the eyes look a little bit less big, something like that. So it's going to help, but I don't know, for some, I just like it when I line this type of eyes. I just like it when I line it. This is the type of eyes that I have. So, and yeah, when you line it with a dark liner, it makes sense. It makes sense all the time. Okay guys, so when I was done, I was going to smudge out the under eyes as well. The black, I'm going to mix it with the first line smudging that I did. So like when I smudge it with black, it's going to mix with that and it's going to look even more fine. So I just have that at the back of my mind that this is how it's going to be. Yeah. So in this, while doing this process, you have to make sure that there's still setting powder under the eyes, so you don't go and dot it out all out at once when you just finish whatever you are doing on the first one. Okay guys, so after that I fixed the lashes off camera, and then I'm using mascara from Zaron Cosmetics to, you know, brush or mix the two lashes together, something like that. Okay guys, so at the end of the day I was done. I'll begin to dust out and again blend the concealers under her eyes. Okay guys, so that is it, just blending, nothing serious at this point anymore, blending out and blending everything together, and that is it guys. Okay, so afterwards I'm just re-emphasizing on everything I've done on her face, her cheeks. I'm going to equally be using the glow from cheek glaze from TM Essential, because I want that oily glow. Like, I don't think I can actually ever stop using that, because I just love how it comes out at the end of the day. So after that I'm going to be using the Charlse Tilbury spray. This spray have come to be my love. I love how it melts makeup, like it melts your product into the skin, like it melts it into the skin, and it will feel like it's the skin. It will not feel like there is makeup. Yeah, apart from all these extra layers of like different colors that we place on the face, you will not really know that there is something that was placed on that face for any reason. So after that I go ahead and added my glow, and after adding the glow I just added the glow everywhere. Yeah, then I started working on the lips. Okay guys, so yeah, ever since I found this lip liner, not that I found this, ever since I started using it, because I've had this lip liner for almost a year. So ever since I started using the brown lip liner, I don't think I'm ever going back to using that dark brown lip liner that I used to mix, because this makes the job easy for me. Yeah, so before I used to mix lip stains to achieve this particular color. So most of the time I will mix up to 3 lip stains, and oh guys, I don't think I'm ever going back to that again. Like, this makes makes the job easy, especially when I'm getting to the lips. Of course, if I'm working and I'm close to the lips, I'm almost tired. So the brown lip stain is from Color Drain. It's not a Nigerian brand, for most of you that will be asking me. It's not a Nigerian brand. They're on Instagram, Color Drain. And then I'm going to be using the lip stain from Becharmageless to mix it together. Yeah. Okay guys, so that is it. I'm just going to go ahead as well and blend that in. So my client has this very nice, beautiful lips. It's full and it's just nice. I swear, like, I love these lips a lot. I love how her lips is. I just love how this lips looks. Like, it looks this full and plump and nice. Yeah, so like, and her smile looks good with the lips as well. So, and it's very easy to work on. It does not really like have this, the lips is not dry. Like, her lips is just so nice, honestly. So after that I just added my gloss. And when I added the gloss on the lips, yeah, of course it's going to look good. Like, it looks amazing. It looks good. The lip stain looks good. Yes guys, so that is it. I'm just adding my lip gloss, and you know that once you add the lip gloss, everything is going to start coming together and it's going to look nice. And this is it guys. So I'm done with the lips. After that I used my Soo Pro spray, and you know the Soo Pro spray makes everything look nice. It brings everything together. And guys, yeah, so I finished, and this is it. This is actually the end of the look. This is the end of the video. I hope you love it so much as I do. I'm going to see you guys next time. Bye.